which tree diagram shows all of the possible outcomes for tossing a coin and rolling a fair number pyramid that has 4 sides labeled 1 through 4? So I know that you guys have tree diagrams on your papers, but what I'm going to do is just go ahead and show you how to draw it, and then you can match it to the correct answer choice. So a tree diagram, so you're going to start out with the first event. So the first event is tossing a coin. So a coin has 2 sides, and generally speaking, it either has heads or tails. So if I toss a coin, it can either have heads or tails. And then my second event is going to be rolling a number pyramid that's labeled 1 through 4. So if I roll a heads, or I'm sorry, if I flip a coin and get a heads, I can either roll the pyramid and get a 1, I can roll it and get a 2, I can get a 3, or I can get a 4. Same thing if I got a tails when I flipped my coin. I can get a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. So I know that this isn't part of the problem, but how many possible outcomes are there? So where your tree is at the largest is all of your possible outcomes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outcomes. What if you didn't draw a tree? How do you know how many outcomes there are? You could take the number, the total number of possibilities of the first event, which is 2, right, heads or tails, and the total possible outcomes of this second event, which the pyramid has 4 sides, so that's 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. So there are 8 outcomes. Now let's look back at your paper and match your tree diagram. So number 1 only has the possibility of heads, which is not true. Or I'm sorry, A. The rest have both options. Heads, tails, so they all do. But B only shows that you can get a 1 or a 2 if you flip a heads, which is not accurate. C has options 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, which is not true, right? So each of them have an equal chance with heads or tails. So our correct answer is going to be D. So this is number 6 on your paper. There are 10 students in Mrs. Relaford's second period class. The students are represented in the diagrams below by the numbers 1 through 10. If each student needs a partner for an upcoming activity, which tree diagram shows all the possible combinations of students in her class? So we're going to go ahead and get started. So if you start with student number 1, they can be paired with number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then, if student number 1 is already paired, number 2 could be paired with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that covers the first 2 students. Number 3 could be paired with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to start at 4 and go to 10. Student 4 can be paired with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So if you do look back at your paper, then number A does not make sense because 1 is definitely not going to be paired with 2, and if 1 is paired with 2, then it can't be paired with 3. So A is definitely wrong. And then 1 on number B, on letter B, that's only showing the choices of number 1. C is the most comprehensive. It has each number option. And then D is only showing that each student has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. So your answer is going to be C. In a jar of 15 red blocks, 1 black block, 2 white blocks, 2 gray blocks, and 8 green blocks, which of the following statement is true? So first step for me is just going to go ahead and get our total. I want to know what total we are dealing with. So 15 plus 1 is 16, plus 2 is 18, plus 2 is 20, plus 8 is 28. All right. So A says you are more likely to get a white than a green. So white, there's only 2 versus green, there's 8. So we're going to be more likely to get green. So A is not correct. B, you are less likely to get a white than a gray. So white, there are 2 versus gray, there are also 2. So we are not less likely, we're equally likely. C, you are equally likely to get green and black. So green, there are 8, and black, there's only 1. So definitely not equal. D, you are more likely to get a gray than a black. So gray is going to be 2 over 28 versus 1 over 28 for black. So yes, you are more likely to get gray than black. So D is going to be the correct option.